Hey guys, it's Samantha and welcome back to another video. For this video, I thought it would be fun to go back and just kind of like review and rate some of my most memorable sport karate performances. Now, since I've been competing in sport karate since I was 9 years old, I've had a lot of very memorable performances throughout my sport karate career. Some really good, some not so good. But for this video, I chose some of my favorites and they're all good ones for this video. I'll have to make another one with the not so good ones though. So without further ado, let's get into them. All right, so for this video, we are going to start off with a performance that I did in 2018 at a intramural tournament for my karate school. Now, the reason why I picked this specific performance is because this performance right here was actually my very first grand championship win. So it obviously has a very special place in my heart. As I have it playing on the screen here, I'm going to be looking at it on my laptop. So I'm going to be watching it at the same time as you guys. Here we go. All right, so at this tournament here, I really like this tournament because we get to wear t-shirts. So each of the different karate school locations gets a different shirt color to show off their location. So I really like that about this event. Okay, anyway, starting off really strong with that intro. All right, and then the form goes. Okay, I actually had some really good speed. I remember that. That was one of my signature combos for a couple of years. Okay, somebody tell me, like, why were my stances so much better back then than they were now? I really got to work on that. Still going strong with the stances. All right, then back into this corner pass here. Oh, I remember this. 360, look at that. Going up into a double shoulder neck roll. I've been doing this trick pass for a really long time. I just realized that. It's been like 7 years. Okay, right into Voodoo Child. Nice, okay. And I also really loved about this performance how the crowd is really going. I love that. Okay. Okay, wait, I remember this ending now. Just keep watching. 1.5, catch, yep, and the bow slam. Oh gosh, that makes me cringe so bad. Okay, so let me do a little like explanation here for that bow slam. So I was really excited that I finally caught my form because I think I was in the middle of like a dropping streak with tournaments, and when I finally was able to catch that last move, especially at this tournament where I really wanted to win that grand championship, got a little bit too excited. But honestly, overall, I felt like it was a really strong performance. So rating wise, besides the cringy ending, I'm gonna have to give it an 8. All right, that was fun. Moving on to the next one. So this next video right here was from AKA Warrior Cup in 2019. Now, the reason why I chose this video here is because this specific tournament right here was actually my first time winning a NASKA tournament as a black belt. So this performance that I'm going to show you guys was my very first runoffs for NASKA. Here we go. I miss this orange bow a lot. Maybe I should bring it back. Okay, anyways, I was super nervous this whole time. You probably cannot tell in the video, but first time I was super nervous. But, all right, let's get into it. Okay, so spin side strike. I completely missed that strike going to the side. Anyways, up and around. I had the same combo in the last video. Okay, backside 9 hook aerial. Nice. My tricking was so much better back then too. Okay, into a strike pass, up and around. I don't know what that hand was doing there. Continuing to go, okay. Now we go to the back. Gotta love how I just, not even looking at my strikes. Okay, and my music cuts out right here. And the crowd just kept on going and they were trying to hype me up to continue the form. But honestly, it was great that I kept going like that. All right, into that signature body roll pass, into the Voodoo Child. Stuck that there. Continuing to go into the strike pass. Figure 8 stab pull. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 2 spin, and finish. Okay. Okay, so honestly, the performance wasn't bad. There were technique issues going on here. A lot of extra random stuff that didn't need to be happening. But with it being my first runoffs performance and being able to continue to go without the music cutting out like I did, I think a 7 is fair. All right, so there are two more performances that we are going to look at today. This next one right here is from the US Open in 2021. And the reason why I chose this specific performance is because this was actually my very first time making it into a NASCA night show. Now, I was really, really excited because this was a huge dream and goal of mine for the longest time, but I was also really nervous because obviously, first time in a night show. But here we go. Okay, so this is the intro. Looks pretty intense so far. I've been doing this intro too for quite a few years. Okay, into double-double, into forward strike. I had really good speed with this, and I was honestly pretty aggressive with this. You can even tell in my face just how aggressive I was with this form. Okay, 1.5 to, oh yeah, I remember this. Neck roll cheat 7 aerial, still continuing up with that speed, which is awesome. I love this combo right here. This was one of my favorite combos of all time. Up and around into strikes, catch, and around. Again, what is this hand doing? Shoulder neck voodoo, stuck that. Nice hair there. Okay, continuing to go. Punch and around. This was also one of my favorite moves. Up into this. And 1-2 and drop on the very last move. Okay, so one funny thing about me, I have been in the US Open night show 3 times. And all 3 of those times that I've been in that night show, I have dropped on the very last move, which has always been a 2-spin.
Other than a full 360 spin. Great save. Oh.
It's cursed or something. But honestly, this form right here was one of my, just the choreography of it was one of my favorite forms that I've ever done. I really love the uniqueness of it and just the different like trick combos that I had. I really like that. Besides the drop at the end, I thought overall it was a really strong performance, especially for my first time being in a night show. So I think because of that, I'm gonna give this one an 8. All right, so the last performance that we are going to be looking at today was from the Quebec Open in 2023. Now, the reason why I chose this specific performance is because this was my first time winning a NASCA overall grand championship, which was something that I always dreamed about accomplishing when I was younger. Then it became a huge goal of mine. Here we go. Now, if you talk to any NASCA competitor that has competed in the Quebec Open night show, they will probably tell you that it was their favorite night show to compete in. The Quebec Open does a really good job, as you can see, with the production, with the backdrop, all the lighting, the 360-degree seating, where there was thousands of people in attendance. They make it such a incredible production, and it just makes it so much more fun to perform in. Okay, so we're about to start the form. The Soulja Boy song. And around, boom, just like this, into a strike section. Going into more spins. It's really crazy just to see how my forms have just changed throughout the years. Just completely different styles, it seems like, too. I don't know what kind of kick that was. But at least the tricks after look nice. That's good. Into the aerial block. All right, going into a strong strike section. Just like this. There's that signature combo again. I feel like I've done in every single one of my creative bow forms. And around a shoulder neck voodoo child. That toss didn't look the cleanest, but we kept on going. And around into, oh, I remember the spin section. Continuing to stay strong, and 1-2 catch on the knee, and up, and really strong finish. And we even did a double finish there. Okay, so honestly, I really like this performance. I remember that feeling of after I finished my form when I was like tapping back into reality, because when I do my form, it's like everything else around me is blocked out and doesn't exist. But when I was able to just examine the crowd and just kind of soak in the moment, it was just such a powerful feeling. Now, for rating this was honestly one of my favorite performances of all time. I'm gonna have to give this performance a 9. And that's a wrap on this video. This was really fun to just go back and look at these performances and just kind of like review them and just kind of, you know, go back in the memory lane a little bit. It's also really cool just to kind of see how my performances have changed over the years, from my very first Grands win to my very first overall Grands win. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making this video. And if you guys are wanting to see more content from me just like this, make sure to subscribe so then you don't miss out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.